Now today we're going to take a quick overview of Google Classroom so you can see all the parts and features. Okay, now I am back in Google Chrome. I have logged into my account. So now I'm going to go to Google Classroom. So I'm going to open up a new tab and I can type classroom.google.com. Or remember, most times you can find it in the waffle. It's right here. Now remember, if it's in a location that's not convenient and you use Classroom a lot, you can move it around. So I'm just going to click and it's going to bring me to Classroom. And the first thing I see are all of the classes that I am the teacher of. And if I'm a student in any class, that would be listed here as well. So in our last video, we created the class called English 1. Notice if I click right here, it doesn't do anything. I have these three dots that I can look at, so I can move, edit, or archive. But if I want to go into my classroom, I'm going to select on the words. See how it turns into the pointer? I'm going to click. Now here is my class. Has my name up here as the teacher. This is my demo account. The first page, first area, is the stream. This is going to be the area where students see announcements, assignments, links, questions that you would like to ask. So all of that information is going to be here. Now I'm going to go to About. About would be where you would put your classroom information that students need to have access to periodically throughout the year. Like if they need to take a look at the syllabus or your grading policy or those kind of materials. So materials that you need your students to have access to throughout the year. Or maybe it's some materials that you add that you just want them to be able to find and not have to go through and look through the post. Those materials will go here. We have a class drive folder. When you create your classroom, it automatically creates a calendar for it. Let's see, and if you're team teaching or if you have another teacher who would like to look in on your class just to see how you do things, you can also invite another teacher and they'll have the same rights as you. You can also manage the rights where they can just look. Now the Students tab. So right now we have no students. This would be where I can invite students by typing their name. I prefer to give my students the class code. So the class code, sometimes the ones look like L's or the L's look like something else. So if you don't like the code or it looks a little hard to read, you can reset it and it'll change it to something else. When you're ready for your students to enroll in your class, you can hit display and it'll have nice big letters where they can see to enter that so that they can join. Right now you see the setting is students can post and comment. You can change that where students can only comment. Or if your class isn't mature enough, you can set it so that only the teachers can post or comment. Now, if most of your class does a nice job, you can, and you've got one kid who doesn't do what they're supposed to do, you can remove those rights from only them and not punish the entire class for one student's indiscretion. And then next time maybe they'll do a little bit better. You can also invite the parents and do guardians. That's a personal decision. Some teachers like to do that, some don't. So that's just going to be a personal decision for you. And that's our overview.